Hello there and welcome to a glorious day where we get an update for Imperator Rome. We have now got the 2.0.2 patch released. We've got a new checksum and all that good stuff, and we're going to go through the changelog to see what is different and whether we should be updating our games or rolling back or, you know, all of that stuff. So let's open the changelog. Let's have a look at what we have to see here. So, firstly, with the economy, fort maintenance has been reduced. That's cool. That's a big change, actually. Nice. Forts were really expensive. I used to delete like all of my forts almost. Yeah, often found that fort maintenance ended up costing me more than my army maintenance. So yeah, reducing that is nice. Foundries no longer grant any local start experience. They used to grant 50%. Population output modifier replaced by 25% tax and research points modifiers. So, wow, that is a huge nerf to the Foundry. The Foundry was the absolute tippy-top best building in the game. It was phenomenal. It was fantastic. But yeah, that's been nerfed pretty hard. And I assume this is down to the military experience stacking exploit, which makes sense to try and get rid of that. 25% tax and research point modifiers. This is still a damn good building that you will probably want to build everywhere. It's just not as sexy amazing as it once was. But okay. Population capacity modifier from deserts is down. That's whatever, it's fine. Pop cap and pop growth from Great Wonders modifiers reduced to roughly 25%. I believe it was like 40 or 50%. So yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, reduced by roughly 25%. So yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was at, but yeah, lowering it is probably for the best. Some of the Great Wonders that you could build were just obscene. So yeah, it makes sense to lower those. Build cost modifier from stone in capital reduced to -5% from -10. And build cost modifier from ruler finesse reduced to 1% per point. This is basically to stop people from getting -100% build cost modifier and making buildings for free. Also, several sources of build cost in infantry is reduced to -2.5% from -5%. So yeah, just basically nerfing all of this by like half. Standard construction national idea now reduces build cost by 10%, but reduces build time by 25%. I think this was 15%, if I remember rightly. I can't remember rightly though, so I, just take that with a grain of salt. I don't remember all the individual numbers. It's fine. But yeah, reducing the power of the build cost modifiers is just to stop people from getting it to -100%. Makes sense. Satellite status now increases max mercenary status by 1 in addition to current modifiers. Satellite status. I don't know what that is. I don't know what satellite status is. It might be an idea, maybe? Might be an idea. I don't know. We can have a look. Let's jump in as Rome, as one often does. Is it an idea? Satellite status, maybe. I don't know what satellite status is. Well, it's not one of those. I don't know. It's a government thing. Is it a law, perhaps? Maybe I shouldn't have chosen Rome. No idea. Alright, I don't know what that one is, but yeah, it now gives you some mercenaries, So, that's nice. Okay. Stability cost increased per stack of stabbed pig is now 100% from 65%. So, stabbing 2 pigs in a row is going to cost way more than stabbing them before. So, right now, 43, and now it's 93. That's so much. That is a huge increase. Especially when stability gets low, often you just, you stab a couple of pigs in a row. Now that's really not going to be feasible at all. Okay, interesting. Mercs and pirates no longer have a lump sum payoff cost. That is huge. That is huge because that payoff cost used to be a lot of money. Like a hell of a lot of money. That being gone that's huge. It really is huge. Legion subunit payoff cost is now 50% higher. So getting rid of, say, the light infantry that your legions pick up is going to be a little bit more expensive. I don't really feel like this is going to do anything much. I don't think it's going to be very impactful. But this part definitely will be. Most sources of reduced mercenary maintenance cost modifier have been reduced in magnitude by 25 to 50%. So I'd imagine things like the Merc law, or the Merc idea as well. Well, I'm thinking of really the laws, aren't I? Again, probably shouldn't have chosen Rome, but monarchies have the mercenary maintenance law. We can just quickly go there. We'll go back to it after a second. Okay. Maximum mercenary stacks are now capped. This value can be increased by rank and from inventions. Very nice. Auxiliary recruitment invention in the religious tree is now a keystone and grants 5% manpower, 2% levy size multiplier, and 1 max mercenary stack. Professional sailor's invention in the naval subtree now increases max merc stacks by 1. Does anyone ever go down the naval subtree? I don't know. I haven't yet. Mercenary Alliance modifier is now a keystone invention, increasing merc stacks by 2, reducing merc maintenance by 5, but reducing global manpower by 20%. That is definitely a keystone invention. Holy shit. Reducing manpower by 20%. That's actually not that impactful. Manpower is not that big of a deal. Light infantry now takes slightly reduced morale damage and deal marginally more damage to heavy infantry and war elephants. That's a big change. That's a big change. I wonder how big that change is. Let's jump in as Macedon and have a look at the law that I was thinking of. Yeah, Mercenary Contract law. This used to be 15% army maintenance cost. So yeah, getting rid of that. Lowering that is probably good. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I like it. I can dig it. Light infantry planes combat bonus added to Celtic Britannic mission path. Okay. Archers now have 2 maneuver and take 30% more morale damage from 25. Take up arms now grants negative 15% archer cost from negative 10. Okay. So just rebalancing some units, making light infantry a bit more feasible. Right now they're really not that feasible. But you don't really have a choice because that's the majority of your levies will usually be light infantry. So yeah, that's very interesting. High AE threshold now infers a penalty on increased stability cost at 1.5% per point. So increased stability is this one, right? This is increased stability cost. So if you have high aggressive expansion, this stab is going to be more expensive, and this is going to come down faster. It's going to compound. It's going to make low stability, high E runs a bit more difficult. War score cost for a defender and attacker in Independence Wars is now half of base. Okay. Levies now grant 25% less military experience when disbanded, again going after the military experience exploit. Levies will start contributing to war exhaustion after a 6 months raised. Levies would now need to be raised for at least 8 months in order to contribute to military experience gain. Again, going after that exploit, especially as they will. You've got 2 months. You got 2 months of war exhaustion gain before you start getting any military experience from them. I still feel like you can probably game it a bit, because if I have a look in the martial advances, like we've still got, it's not nearly as much as there was, but you can still stack quite a bit of experience gain. I wonder if you're going to be able to stack it enough to still get the exploit working. Without the foundry, it's going to be very, very difficult. That's still a really, really good building, though. It's still very, very good. I wonder if it's still stackable. It's worth testing. Most sources, of course, starting experience has been reduced. Yeah, we just looked at that. Mil experience from war exhaustion reduced by 50%. So you used to get a lot of military experience by having high war exhaustion. Not really the case anymore. Growing up ambition now has a slightly increased chance of generating additional attribute points. Really important, because this, like halfway through the game, you just have this like brain drain of you have no decent characters anymore, especially in your monarchy. Like, I've loaded up as Macedon. My first like 3 characters will be probably pretty good, but after that, like having a good character is incredibly rare. Incredibly rare. It's just rulers in general need to, like, shit rulers need to be the rare one, not good rulers. Like, it can't be that, you know, the rulers of these, you know, Diadochi and Rome, like, even that's a fucking great ruler. Diadochi and Rome and Bosporan Kingdom, like, they're all really good characters that you start the game with. It can't be that they are magically the only ones that will ever be decent and good, and as soon as they die, like, oh yeah, no, they were a one in a generation thing, or even one in a century thing, and no one else will ever be as good as these people. Like, that just makes no sense, right? Makes no sense. I need more better characters later on in the game. Mari has become less aggressive once the initial members of the ruling dynasty have perished. Carthaginian heritage now increases max merc stacks by 1. So yeah, really leaning into Carthage being the merc nation, which makes sense. Like, that's how they fought. Makes sense. Legion commanders are now counted towards family jobs. That's really, really handy. I hope this also means tribunes and not just legates. Isolated province modifier has been removed. Good, because this was broken as fuck. The AI no longer conquers in a way that makes this an efficient solution. Good, good. Getting rid of that is amazing. It's good. Interface. So the government view in republics now shows an icon for the ruler and ruler's co-rulers faction. Fair enough. Benefits of staffed officers are now displayed even when the position is empty. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. Right, this is really handy. Because sometimes I will forget what my modifier is and whether I should be focusing on this. Like, for example, I'm a really high legitimacy and I'm not having any problems with it. So if I was to need a job for my Philosophos, I could fairly comfortably choose somebody who is terrible, right? I'm only getting 1 statesmanship or one omeniness out of that. And I don't need it, because being the Basilis already gives me plus 0.1. So I could very handily have somebody who's only got like 1 religious point, 1 zeal, very, very comfortably. It wouldn't affect me at all. So I would very much like to see that, oh yeah, this is for monthly legitimacy when I don't have a job here. That's really nice. This is really, really nice. That's quality of life, like, big good. It is the big good. Nation province overview can now be sorted by integrated pops and religious unity. This is my thing. This is my thing. I love this. This is mine. So we go into nation overview, administration, provinces, and now we can so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love this. This is my contribution to the game. You're welcome, people. This is beautiful. I love it. I loves it. This is I'm very, very happy with that. Naturally. Why would I not be happy with it? It's my bloody suggestion, isn't it? I love it. Yeah, no, that's great. That's absolutely fantastic, because now if you've got a really big empire, you can just go into nation overview, go into, okay, so sort by religious unity. Anyone at the bottom needs to get the sort by that way. Anyone at the bottom needs these policies on. Sort by cultural. Anybody at the bottom needs the cultural one on. That kind of thing. It makes this so much. It makes big empire management way, way more efficient, way more natural and happy and good and shit. And I love it. I loves it. So, national cohort counter removed from the ledger. Fuck yeah! Screw your cheating. Screw your cheating. We don't be wanting to know how many cohorts people have, because that's kind of the point of what we're doing with, you know, hiding a bunch of information. I shouldn't know how many cohorts you have. That's good. That's great. Character portrait family color indicators made clearer. Is that so? Let's have a look. Yeah, no, that is clearer. That's fair. That's definitely clearer. What about the blue team? Do we have a blue team yet, or do I have to be bigger for that? The yellows there. Yeah, no, that's definitely more clear. This used to be very much invisible on the sky background, so that is definitely clearer. I like that. That's a good change. Change the color of the minimap viewport quadrangle from white to black. That means this part here. This used to be white on a white background. Is fucking impossible to see. But yeah, now you can definitely see where it is you're looking on the minimap. Minimap's still kind of useless. You can move around with it, but like that's kind of it. Better to close it. I would prefer that if you closed it, this queued events would move down, and this outliner would move down, so you can have just a bigger outliner. Like, I don't need to have this cut off here. I'd like it to go all the way. And in fact, I'd really like an option of closing this queued events and having all queued events actually pop up for me instead, because I generally like to see them. I would love the option to have queued events just be regular events, and then this outliner could be the entire way down. For Big Nation, having a big outliner is kind of important, so that would be really, really nice. But, you know, maybe stuff for the future, you know. Great Wonders are now displayed on Atlas map mode, provided other conditions are not fulfilled, like probably being a capital city or a holy site, perhaps. Capital City widget is now centered at the location of the city and will not appear to move as you zoom out. Nice. And added a shortcut to the levies map mode in the military view. I assume remaining in here. Yeah, no, that works. That's good. And the Atlas map mode. Like, I don't know what he's meaning about the zoom out thing. I really don't know what he means by that. Let's have a look. Let's have a read of that one again. Capital City widget. What is the Capital City widget? Oh, I think I know what it means. I think I know what it means. So apparently, if you zoomed out, this little star with Pella would like appear to move around when I zoomed out. No, and that's changed. Okay, fair enough. That's good. Good to have that changed. Macro builder modification display now shows a result of the percent value modifiers rather than the change. Yeah, because the macro builder kind of was a bit useless, and now it is not going to be useless, I imagine. So if we go with, say, the library, sort by how much research you're going to get, how much pop conversion speed. Lamia has really bad pop conversion speed, apparently. Yeah, no, this is handy. This is very handy. Tax office, show you how much money you're going to get from it. No, that's good. That's a very good change. Liking it. Liking it. Add a tooltip for character tiles in the character tooltip. Character titles, indicating the effects of possessing that title. Ah, let's have a look. Not Basilius, that doesn't work. I guess Governor. Do I have a Governor of Greece as Macedon? I do. And this is a character tooltip. Not sure what we're looking at with that. Maybe this. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that was not there before. So being a governor gives those modifiers. Yeah, no, that's nice. That's nice. I like it. I like it. And what you get for being the Basilius. That. Those things is what you get. Nice. No, that's really handy. Really handy. Okay. Tutorial objectives now have icons in them that match the sidebar UIs, and tutorial icons for completed objectives update to match the UI style. Alright, cool. Tutorial's been updated. Yep, whatever. You can now drag the technology view and missions view using both left and middle mouse button. Nice. Okay, so basically what that is if we go into technology, you can now move around with left click. I always use middle click anyway. That's kind of the way that I've always done it. Moving around the map for me is I use the middle mouse button, click and drag. That's always been the way that I've moved around maps in Paradox games. WASD is garbage, and you should be shot if you use it. So this was completely natural to use the middle mouse button, but there are people who don't have a middle mouse button, so having a left click option is definitely a good thing for those people. Although I would argue that if you have a mouse that doesn't have a middle mouse button, you need to buy a new mouse. Reintroduced territory list in the province view, displaying rank, population, and trade goods of all territories in the area. I never gave a shit about this. I'm not gonna lie. I really did not give a damn that I didn't have this. I didn't notice that I didn't have it like originally people started complaining about it. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's not there anymore. I didn't care. I've never used it, so you know what? If people really wanted it back, and now it's back, there you go. It's a little button right there. Congratulations, you got what you wanted. Reworked the trade import view. Oh, so nice. So nice. So nice. So, we now have this instead of what we had before. Let's just cancel a couple of trades so we can see what's going on. So, in this view, we can now see that if we wanted... the trades that we are not able to get are amber, silk, incense, and dyes. However, all the rest, there are at least one trade for each of them. So, I know that if I wanted the gemstones, I can get the gemstones, and it'll show me who it is, and I can also zoom to who it is, and that's just real nice. Like, it's such a nice thing. Spices, I can say that there are no potential trade routes to choose from. There is somebody who is in range, though, which is why this is colored in. This one, there is no one in range to choose from. Same with these. But with spices, you can see, with 0, this is basically what most of the trades were like in the previous patch. They were colored in, and you could click them, but there was no one that would actually give you any trade goods. But this is such a huge quality of life improvement. Like, it's absolutely massive. I will say there is one improvement that I would make to this, and that is to highlight the goods that I have the capital in surplus bonus for, right? So if I'm trading from my capital, I know that I've got 2 glass. I've got the capital surplus bonus of glass. I would like to see, for glass, maybe a golden square here, or some way of highlighting this to say, oh yeah, we've got the capital surplus bonus already. Something like that would be really, really handy. But otherwise, this is just a colossal improvement. This is massively, massively better than it was before. And yeah, I'm very, very, very happy with it. That is a big quality of life change that is going to improve your quality of life. So, added masking for character health. Another thing that I have campaigned for. Who knows? He's in perfect health. Antigonus, how are you? Oh, he's in perfect health. Will we actually find anyone that is not in perfect health? Probably not. Everyone's in perfect health. But eventually you will see that they are sometimes not in perfect health. This actually comes at just the right time, because yesterday I was playing as the Antigonid Kingdom, conquering Egypt, Seleucids, Macedon, and Thrace, all in the First Diadochi War, and I was needing to calculate when Antigonus was going to die, because I needed to peace out with the Seleucids so that I could declare war on Corinthos, who I'd made a feudatory, before I clicked the button to secure my position. So I needed to peace out with you, because he was involved in the war with me against Seleucids, and then attack you before this guy died. And we managed to do it with like 3 months left. However, now, who knows? I wouldn't be able to do that anymore. I'd be super sketch. It'd be like, oh, he's close to death's door from cancer or whatever he had. Yeah, no, that's a big change. And I know some people ain't gonna like it. To those people, I say, suck it up and deal with it. You shouldn't know your character's health down to the decimal place, because that is fucking stupid. So yeah, that's not a quality of life change. That is definitely more of a role play, maybe, change. But yeah, no, this is fantastic. I love this. I love this. This is good. Decisions alert toggle repositioned to move it out of the way of the decisions nested tooltip. Okay. Alert bar now potentially extends to the outliner. That is all of these things. Apparently it can go all the way over here. I don't think I've ever seen it go past like here. I suppose when like a shit ton of people ask for your trades, then it can happen, but I've never seen it happen. Ongoing combat view is improved, no longer prevented from clicking through to the map by an invisible square. General's portraits no longer have to drag select to be able to be retreating. Okay, that's really, really handy. That because selecting armies during the combat is kind of a big deal if you want to retreat them. And it was a bit of a pain in the ass, not gonna lie. So yeah, no, changing this is really, really handy. Especially, you know, clicking the general's portrait will bring you to the cycle through the armies. That's fantastic. That is really, really good. Trade offers rejected from offers sent by automatic trade will no longer send a player pop-up. I didn't know it did that, but fair enough. Culture view sort elements are now fully clickable. Alright, cool. So for the AI, they're more keen to build during wars. They'll build more grand temples and grand theaters. Alright. AI vassals more likely to attach to overlords. Reduced magnitude of AI rebellion offset. AI should be more likely to construct the Colossus of Rhodes. AI Rome should now be somewhat less likely to target dictatorship. Hopefully it's not so less likely that you'll never see it, but yeah, it shouldn't be every single game either. Some user modding stuff, triggers for checking the unit builds roads, political influence price for preparing the column to Ptolemea reduced to 25 from 50. Don't really know what that is. I don't remember what the Ptolemea is. Missions are no longer available in the tutorial. Fine. Several concepts now have menu icons to make navigation easier. Okay. Various bug fixes. Stuff. Let me see if there's anything super important. This one I definitely suffered from. Single governorship legions not moving region when a new capital is selected, so you're gonna stop having problems where you're well, you can fix the exploit of creating 100 freaking legions just by moving your capital around and, you know, building them, then move your capital again. It's not really an exploit. You don't really want to do it, but it was possible. So that's fixed. Legion distinctions applying properly, so especially the sieging one is actually now going to work, which is really nice. Mercenaries can be disbanded even after they got cohorts from events. Really, really necessary. Holy sites be decolonized. Be colonized. That's super nice. Pops can be moved freely to and from holy sites. This prevented a lot of people from doing some missions because you know, if a holy site gets depopulated and you need to colonize it, well, you couldn't unless you were Rome and used the border forts thing. So yeah, that sucked, but now this is fixed, so it's good. Retreat units move back when they lost a battle. Levy stacks controlled by clan chiefs are created with food supplies. Interesting. I didn't know about that. Players can no longer cancel other nations' buildings. That was insane that this was possible. There's like a CK3 level bug where you could destroy, cancel other people's buildings and get the money from it. I don't think you got the money from it, but you know, it's nice that this is fixed. In the script, bunch of stuff. Yeah. Stuff. Read that. This one's nice though. Relaxed conditions for Gazaphilax. This. It's more achievable. Now works in any format. Antigonid ruler is imprisoned. Fucking great. It used to be really, really impossible. So that's nice. Mission cooldown on aborting Hellenic Empire mission. This was a infinite innovations and stability exploit. Now that's no longer possible. That's really, really good. Fixed typos and stuff. Yeah, but a lot of changes. Multiplayer also might be fixed as well, which is really, really nice. But yeah, that's a whole bunch of fixes, and 2.0.2 is out now, and you can play it right now, and it's, you know, the fucking trade, man. Look at the trade. It's great. Go play it. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. This has been the 2.0.2 what's it even called? I can't remember what this thing is called. Changelog. We're looking at the changelog. It's done, and it's nice, and yeah, game's improved, so go play it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.